You're trying to upgrade the shower in a house that feels like a hotel, but you don't want to end up with a fancy-looking box that never heats enough water, or a system that keeps you staring at a blinking error code while the kids are waiting for the bath. You need something that just works day after day, that fits into the space you have, and that doesn't bleed your wallet for a feature you'll never use. That hesitation is real, especially when the market is full of high-capacity claims and endless lists of BTU numbers. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I spent the last couple of weeks digging into the tankless water heater world, watching a handful of installation videos, reading the safety sections in the manuals, and scrolling through the 89 Amazon ratings that landed this Rheem RTG series at a solid 4.2 stars. What you'll hear today isn't a sales sheet, it's a look at how this unit behaves once it's actually hooked up to a home, what kind of family gets the most bang for their buck, and where the hidden compromises hide. First off, the RTG series is a liquid propane, non-condensing unit that promises 9.5 gallons per minute of continuous hot water. In plain English, that means a typical 3-person household can run a shower and a dishwasher at the same time without a noticeable dip in temperature. If you're a larger family, say 5 or 6 people, or you have a master bath with a separate tub and a second bathroom with a separate shower, you'll feel the difference compared to a 7 GPM model. The 0.82 uniform energy factor tells you the unit is fairly efficient for a non-condensing design, so you won't see the same gas bill spike you'd get with an older, always-in tank. Now, the first practical hurdle is the installation. Rheem makes it clear that this is an indoor, professional installation required product. That isn't just a recommendation, the gas line sizing, venting requirements, and clearance from combustible materials are all governed by local codes. If you're handy with a pipe wrench and have a licensed gas tech you trust, you can probably save a few $100s, but most buyers will need to schedule a pro. That upfront cost can push the total spend north of $2,000 once you factor in labor, a new vent kit, and maybe a small upgrade to the electrical service for the control board. For someone who is hoping to DIY and keep the budget under $1,500, that's a red flag. Assuming you get the installation sorted, the day-to-day experience is where the RTG shines. The unit heats water instantly, so there's no cold water sandwich. When you turn the tap on, you get a steady, set temperature from the first drop. That matters a lot for families with toddlers who can't stand waiting for the water to warm, or for anyone who uses a kitchen faucet for quick rinses while cooking. The thermostat is digital and holds temperature within a degree, which is more precise than the mechanical dials you see on older gas models. I've heard users say that the consistency makes shaving or washing delicate fabrics easier because you're never guessing if the water will be too hot. One practical strength that often goes unnoticed is the on-demand nature of a propane unit when you live in a region where electricity rates are high or you have occasional power outages. Since the heating element is gas-driven, you still get hot water even if the grid goes down, as long as the propane tank isn't empty. For homeowners in rural areas or places with unreliable service, that reliability can be a genuine peace-of-mind benefit. The downside, however, is the propane consumption. A 199 900 BTU burner is hungry, and while the uniform energy factor is decent, you'll notice higher usage compared to an electric tankless system if you run long showers every morning. The savings come mainly from avoiding a storage tank standby loss, but you'll still see a measurable increase on your propane bill if you're not mindful about flow rates. The unit also lacks a built-in recirculation pump, so in larger homes you might have to wait a few seconds for hot water to travel from the heater to the farthest faucet. Adding a pump is possible, but that's another expense and an extra piece of equipment to maintain. Let's talk about space. The RTG is designed for indoor mounting, and its dimensions are roughly the size of a small refrigerator. If you have a utility closet with enough clearance, at least 12 inches on all sides for ventilation, you can tuck it away neatly. But it's not a slab mount that slides into a tight wall cavity. For a home with a dedicated mechanical room, that's fine. For a condo or a small house where the only available spot is a narrow hallway closet, you might need to rethink the layout or consider a smaller capacity model. The venting is also a key factor, because it's non-condensing, the exhaust gases are hotter, requiring a metal vent pipe that can handle